Listen, if you're watching this video right now, you're about to learn the one thing about detachment that no one is telling you. And I'm warning you, this is going to piss you off because it goes against everything that you have been taught about detachment. But this is exactly why your manifestation isn't working. Here's the real truth that no one wants to hear. Real detachment isn't pretty, it isn't spiritual, and it sure as hell isn't about letting go with love. Before we get into it, I want to thank today's sponsor, Psychic Source. Recently, I wanted some extra clarity about detachment, about my relationship with Stan, and honestly about anything that I was holding on to that I needed to release. Even though I teach this stuff every day and I'm confident about the path I'm on, I thought it would be powerful to get a deeper perspective. Psychic Source is the oldest and most trusted psychic service in the industry with over 35 years of experience helping people find clarity through professional, ethical readings. You can connect with their gifted advisors by phone, video, or text, whatever feels the most comfortable. They hold extreme high standards for their readers, accepting only 2% of applicants, and each advisor is committed to hope, healing, and empowerment. I connected with Eleanor, one of their most trusted psychic mediums, and the experience, as always, was incredible. I asked about my relationship with Stan, and without even giving her any insight, she immediately said she saw us in a grounded, stable energy, which is the truth, that we're building something together, which is the truth. Then she said something that completely blew my mind. She said that we were thinking of changing our living situation and moving towards a step that feels very permanent. She's talking about fertility, like all of that good stuff. She also mentioned that Stan has been thinking about our future way more than I even realized. And honestly, since my last update with Psychic Source, he has been mentioning engagement rings, his favorite shape, asking me about my favorite shape, etc., etc. But here's what really got me. She picked up on the exact energy shift that I felt when I truly deeply detached from needing to make the relationship look a certain way. And that's when everything honestly shifted. Setting up my account on their website was super easy. They have this quick little quiz that helps you find an advisor based on what you're looking for, whether it's love, past lives, energy readings, whatever. It made the whole process feel really personal and intentional. You can connect through a phone call, video chat, or text. Honestly, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I prefer text. And they back everything up with a no-risk guarantee. So that means if you're not happy with a reading, it's completely free. If you want guidance on your next step towards love, finances, career, health, whatever, anything in between, I highly recommend Psychic Source. Go to trypsychicsauce.com/Kaminski or click the very first link in the description box down below to connect with an advisor. You can get up to 40 minutes at $19.80. which is a $240 value. And you don't have to use it all in one session. You can spread it out to see which advisor you vibe with the most. Plus, 1% of your purchase goes to a charity that you choose at no extra cost. Again, that's trypsychicsauce.com/Kaminski. Now let's get into the video. Everyone's out here telling you just surrender, let it go, trust the universe. And then you're sitting there checking your phone, checking their stories, waiting for a sign, watching so many law of assumption or manifestation videos, or God knows what else you watch, and wondering why the hell it's not working. You know why? Because you're detaching wrong. The toxic truth? Real detachment means absolutely not giving a fuck. And I mean that literally. You're not acting as if you actually couldn't care less. You need to reach a point where you don't give a shit because you know that it's coming anyways. Not the fake I don't care when you're secretly hoping. Not the spiritual bypass of I've detached while you're manifesting non-stop and checking for results. I'm talking about the raw, real, my life is amazing either way energy. you're living your best life. And here's where it gets controversial. You might actually need to emotionally move on before it starts to manifest. I know that sounds backwards, but just think about it for a sec. Every single time something manifested for you super easily, what were you doing? You weren't thinking about it in a desperate way. You weren't forcing it. You were in charged, focused, and control, doing the work, but not getting attached to the results. You weren't forcing it. You were living your damn life. That is the energy that magnetizes everything to you. When I manifested my relationship to what it is now, guess what I did? I stopped trying. I did set out a routine for myself. I did it in a military way, unbothered, not checking, just doing, and then living my best life and doing what makes me happy on a moment-to-moment basis. I stopped checking to see if he was acting differently. I stopped fighting with him in the 3D. I literally just started focusing on my life, my purpose, my fulfillment, my happiness. And at the same time, I was doing the techniques without being emotionally bound to them. And suddenly everything shifted. He started showing up differently. The relationship transformed. But it only happened when I genuinely meant that it's going to happen either way. It's coming and I'm happy right now doing my own thing. That's the part that makes people uncomfortable. The real detachment means that you are willing to walk away, fully knowing that it is going to come and you are confident in that. It's like bargaining for a deal at the market. The person who is willing to walk away is the one that wins the deal. You have to be willing for it not to happen. You have to build a life so fulfilling that whether your SP texts you or not, it doesn't matter because you're that bitch. And he is gonna text you, that's just a bonus. But the manifestation itself does not define your worth or your happiness. Here's what fake detachment looks like. You say you're detached, but you do sats and then you check for the results the next morning. You're affirming 24/7 and then you're checking his Instagram stories or his TikTok reposts. You're still checking their social media just once. You're still asking me in the comments, but when will it happen? How do I know if it's coming? That is not detachment, sis. That is desperation with a spiritual filter. What is real detachment? You wake up and your SP isn't your first thought. You make plans that don't involve them. You genuinely enjoy your day without waiting for a text from them to make you feel complete. You stop treating their silence like it means something about you. You stop giving them power over your emotional state. And here is the toxic truth of it all, baby. Sometimes detachment means that you don't actually want them. You just want the idea of them or the feeling that they once gave you. Oof, I know y'all are gonna get pissed with that one. I've had clients come to me desperate to get their SP back. And when we dig deeper, they realize it's more about winning for them, or self-concept, or being treated like a queen, or proving that they can actually manifest rather than manifesting that specific person. The relationship was toxic. That person wasn't even treating them well. But they're so focused on, I need them back, they may not even love that person. They just think that that's all that they can get. Real detachment is being honest with yourself. Is this person actually aligned with the life that you want? Are you willing to put in the energy to change them in the way that you want them to be? Or are you addicted to the chase? You're addicted to the manifestation. You're addicted to how they used to make you feel, not the person itself, not their actual soul. Here's what you need to do right now in order for this to work. Step number 1, stop treating your SP like they are your source of happiness. They're not. You are. Build a life so good that their presence is not a necessity, it is a bonus. Work on that self-concept. Step number 2, get brutally honest about why it is that you want them. Is it love or is it ego? Is it connection or is it fear of being alone? By the way, none of these questions have a right answer and a wrong answer. You decide that, because ultimately this is just your world and we're living in it. Once you decide, it must be so. But sis, you need to get out of that desperate energy. Trust me, I have manifested an SP while knowing about law of assumption. I know how to do this. If it's anything other than genuine love and alignment you're manifesting from Black, Can you manifest an SP if you have any other motives? Yes, of course. But do you really want that? If you can, cool, this doesn't apply to you. Step 3, live like it's already done, but live your life. Not a life waiting for them, and not a life on pause. A life that's full, exciting, and purposeful without that bum in it. And here's another thing that's going to trigger some of you. If you do this correctly, one of two things might happen. Either they come back into your life in a completely transformed way, like my ex and I, who is, by the way, Stan, my SP right now. If you want to know in detail how I manifested my ex back, just click here after watching this video, of course. Or another thing might happen, you'll realize that you don't want them anymore. Some of my clients have experienced this, especially when you start working on your self-concept. You realize that man is a bum. Actually, I deserve it so much better. Both outcomes are a win. That's real detachment. That version for you that's desperate, needy, and always checking your phone, that version isn't magnetic. They're not living their best life. The version of you that's confident, fulfilled, and genuinely so amazing either way, that version is irresistible. Not just to your SP. Make a game of it. Work on your self-concept while you're practicing detachment. Manifest other things while you're practicing detachment. Distract yourself. Stop faking detachment. Stop pretending you're okay when you're not. Honor your feelings, but also do what makes you feel good in each and every single moment. Do what makes you happy with what you can at any given moment in time. Get real with yourself. Do the inner work. Work on your self-concept. Build that life and watch how your life starts flowing to you when you stop forcing it. I don't chase, I attract. Everything I desire chases me. And if you're serious about getting clarity on detaching or what is going on with your SP, if you want to know whether you're really lying to yourself, whether you are delusional or not, if you want real guidance on your love life, your career, your next steps, I can't recommend Psychic Source enough. You're talking to real people that genuinely get in tune into your energy. The reading I had with Eleanor literally changed my perspective on everything. She confirmed what I already knew deep down, but needed to hear from an outside source. And that was very powerful. Go to trypsychicsource.com/Kaminski or click the very first link in the description box down below. You can get up to 40 minutes of talking to a psychic advisor for only $19.80, which is a $240 value. Spread those minutes out, find an advisor that you click with, and get the clarity you've been searching for. Plus, 1% of your purchase goes to a charity that you choose at no extra cost. Drop a comment down below and tell me, are you actually detached or are you just pretending? Quit lying to yourself. I want to know where you're at because I can almost guarantee that most of you guys are lying to yourselves right now. Don't forget to subscribe because this is the best YouTube channel ever. This is the best YouTube video that you have ever watched, and I am your favorite YouTuber, coach, and course creator. Like this video and have an amazing day. I love you all so much. Bye everyone.